General Madman Peter Knox.
Hello, how you doing? Nice to have a decent host for a change.
Throwing shade there. Another man, James Hamilton, one of our lead guys for MMA UK.
Evening, Peter Knox.
Yes, he cut off when you were slagging me off there, so I didn't hear what he said.
On a wee bit of a dodgy connection there. And of course, we're joined by UK Premier Lightweight and UFC fighter Stevie Ray. How you doing, Stevie?
Good, man. I'm all good. Just chilled it.
Good to hear. I hear so obviously you're back from training at Braveheart MMA tonight, is that right?
I was just coaching the night, striking. I done a PT with one of the guys, and then striking and jiu-jitsu class. So I've been away there for the last kind of 3 or 4 hours. Just chilling it now.
Awesome. We've got a few topics actually on tonight that might interest you. There was a little bit of talk about Bellator and Cage Warriors going on a wee bit of UK signing spree. I was wondering what you were thinking about that, Stevie. Just where obviously you came through Cage Warriors. If I don't know if you'd heard about that.
I remember I've seen someone about it online or something. I mean, it could only be good for the sport. Good for kind of UK guys to showcase their talent and whatever else, brings the sport on, and it should be good.
And Peter, I remember in a few chats you've been quite animated about this, and pleased to hear that there's a bit more kind of competition in the UK market for fighters.
Yeah, I think well, obviously the UFC, sorry, kind of runs everything at the moment. So I think I've been saying this for weeks, and every time I said to Ross Houston, what would you do if Bellator came calling? And obviously kind of gave away on our interview with him that they did approach him, but he said no comment. So that's it. If I was Bellator, I'd be looking at these fighters and signing them up, because they're all tipped to go to the UFC. So why not step in now, get them now, and compete with the UFC rather than going for fighters who are past their best and just going for, people like Tito Ortiz and all that kind of shit. Forget all that crap and go for up and coming. Put on some good fights with up and coming fighters. Even if they do end up leaving you going to UFC, look at Cage Warriors. It works for them. If you have some cracking fights, become a champion, you go and you build on the UFC. It doesn't do Cage Warriors any harm. I think it's brilliant for Bellator. Cage Warriors are now signing a load of fighters, and people are saying, well, where does that leave Bama? And people think Bama's finished. I don't think they're finished either. I think there's still plenty. They've got a lot of good Irish fighters at the moment, Bama and all that. I know they've got 4 shows penciled in for Dublin next year. I think, Stevie, you were at Bama as well, weren't you, before Cage Warriors? What was it like back in those days? Why did you go from Bama to Cage Warriors? What was the reasons behind that?
Just not really a reason, to be honest. It's just what was coming up at the time.
Did you just see that as your next step up to get into the UFC at the time, or?
2 seconds before this falls on my head. I mean, I got offered a Bama British title fight, so I ended up fighting for that, and then defending it against Kurt Warburton. I lost that, and then that's when Cage Warriors came along, and so I mean, the Cage Warriors offered me something that was good, so you got to go where the offers are. It's not like I went looking or that. They just came. Offers came to me. It made sense. So I went with that, and then obviously I fought in the 4-man tournament, Cage Warriors, and then fought Kurt Warburton a couple more times and stuff.
Cracking fights to were against Kurt as well. Cracking fights.
Have you had any? So speaking of signings and moving around, have you had any word from Mr. Shelby or anyone at the UFC? Is there any rumblings, stuff coming back our way?
Aye, my manager. I mean, obviously, I'm coming back for knee surgery, so just cartilage. But my manager wasn't wanting to me to rush back. He knows what he's doing. Best manager in the game, Ali Abdelaziz. So yeah, just try to get the right fight at the right time. he said to me that Sean's looking to match me up now for October, November time. So aye, that's pretty much that. I've got a grappling comp in 3 weeks on Saturday. I thought I'd sign up for a grappling comp, a bit of motivation.
Is that the one in Mary Hill? Is that one?
I couldn't actually tell you. I couldn't even
tell
you where it is.
Yeah, I think that's that Mary Hill one. We might be there actually.
I think it is there. I'll need to. It's probably going to be one of the ones where I'll check the day before and find out where it is. And hopefully it's not too far away. It's somewhere in Glasgow, I think.
Is it gi or no gi?
It's no gi against Ellis Younger. He's meant to be one of the best purple belts in the UK, if not Europe. So I've heard good things about him. Some of my teammates have trained with him. He's been over at TriStar. He's got some footage in that online, and he's a kind of tall, lanky, rangy kind of guy. So tricky. He's got some tricky stuff. And it's a jiu-jitsu match. He's a jiu-jitsu fighter, so I've nothing to lose. I'm just going into. It was something to kind of motivate me, get me training, and then, I can go on and try and choke him out.
Stevie, can you just explain to everybody at home what that is above your head?
That,
yeah.
It's, I was going to try and make something up there.
Well, I've got one as well, but it's full of beer. And it goes out in my mouth.
That's a good idea, actually. I could turn it in there. It's a nice... how do I turn it into it? So, I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah.
Just pretty much ice in my knee. It's one of those cryo cuff.
Oh, wow.
A cryo cuff, where you basically fill it with water and ice, and you've got to raise it above the bit where you're icing, so that all the ice goes down into this here, and then eventually like onto my knee. So just a wee way of ice in my knee. I remember getting it actually when I ended up getting cellulitis in my knee before. I was in hospital and they had to put it on me because obviously my leg was total heating up. So that's what it is.
Makes a difference for using a bag of frozen peas.
That's it. It's a bit different. It's a bit dearer as well. So that's handy.
Actually, before we go on, Stevie, do you like my T-shirt? You recognise it?
Higher level MMA.
Yeah, it was a gift from Coach Doolan at the arena event and all that. So I'd just like to. I've not had time to thank James yet, so thank you for the T-shirt, and obviously congratulations to James as well and his partner who just had a baby boy. I think it's called Brody, and I think he's already had him in the gym as well. So
yeah,
I think he's first night in the gym tonight.
Yeah, so congratulations to him. But I did say to James if I ever wore this that people might mistake me for Stevie Ray because I look hard as fuck in it. So just for the viewers at home, I'm the one with the hat on, right? Just in case we get mistaken.
I don't think anyone's mistaking your moves there, Peter. I don't think you've got anything to worry about there.
We lost James as well.
Oh, so we have, I think he was having a bit of bother with the hotel Wi-Fi. That or his room service is maybe turned up, so that's why he's maybe disappeared.
We don't need him anyway.
Grabbing the whiskies. Oh yeah, so sort of on the topic of folk disappearing. BT. Oh, have we lost him? Oh, we've lost everybody. Well, we can go on and hopefully we'll get them back in. I was basically just about to say that we've lost BT have lost their access to the UFC rights. I think that's swapping over towards the end of this year. Is that right?
Yeah, December, isn't it? Well, BT opted out of the bidding, but I think that's their way of being forced out. Obviously, because it looks like this 11 Sports is going to get it. Obviously, the owners of UFC have got shares in this as well, so it looks like it's kind of been pre-planned. A lot of rumours as well going about. I thought we did produce an article with some information, and it looks like I did say the other week when I heard it, it'll probably be very similar to the BT Sports deal. where if you've got Virgin, you'll get it for free. Sky Viewer, obviously there is a negotiations with Sky that if you'll hopefully get it free in Sky as well. I'm pretty confident Virgin will have the same package as they do with BT Sports, and if you've got the medium package or above, you'll get it for free. I'm not confident in the Sky Viewers yet, but there is a deal and they reckon they will have it in place, but we'll just need to wait and see in that. Looks like there will be pay-per-views coming out of this as well, 3-4 big shows a year, like Conor McGregor. I reckon, well, obviously he'll be fighting before this deal changes, so it'll probably be next year before you have to pay for a Conor McGregor pay-per-view. I thought Brock Lesnar versus DC early next year could be the first pay-per-view that the UK have to pay for. So I think it's a good thing, because when it's on BT Sports, and not everybody has a medium package, and people in Sky have to pay for it, it only goes out to about 6 million viewers. So if Sky can get this channel and show it for free, it'll be, they reckon 20 million viewers will be watching UFC on 11 Sports, which is over 3 times more than it would be as it is right now. And I don't think BT Sports does enough with the MMA as well. I don't think they did put on a couple kind of MMA, I don't think they've done enough. And they're saying this 11 Sports are going to do a lot of MMA content. And there was even a rumour they might do a match of the day highlight show. Just imagine that you miss a UFC event on a Saturday, you've got 6-7 hours of catch up to do. Imagine having a little highlight show just showing you the best bits of all the fights. So.
Yeah, that would be cool, because I remember there definitely was a few shows that BT did early on where it seemed they were trying to put out some sort of alternative coverage content, but I think they all got canned pretty quick. And I've remembered there's been a few events where I've seen them have issues like double audio. They had it was Dan Hardy and John Gooden were commentating for the UK fans, while they also had Joe and Mike Goldberg at the time. Doing the commentary for the American fans, and I remember hearing it fading in and out, and it was such a strange, kind of blunder for such a large company, but
well, it'll do wonders for Stevie himself. Instead of 6 million UK viewers, he's gonna have 20 million UK viewers watching him. And that can only help with his support, his social media and stuff like that, and get him a bigger fan base, and hopefully an increase in his income as well that he truly deserves.
Yeah, I don't know if you'd heard about that, Stevie. I see that we've got you back in though.
Sorry man, my phone died. It happens nearly every interview. I forget to check what kind of battery I've got.
It must just be Peter's face.
I thought you maybe walked off after I said I look like you with this t-shirt on.
Yeah. I always forget to check my battery.
But yeah, what'd you make of that, Stevie? The BT pulling out.
To be honest, I'm one of the guys. I couldn't even tell you the last fight I watched. For me, I watch most of the times I watch anything. It's if I've got a fight, I'll watch some of the guys. I think it's just I've never had time. Never had time to brush my own teeth sometimes. Just so busy with other stuff. Obviously, I've got 3 kids, a dog. I've got my own business, Braveheart MMA. I'm a full-time fighter. So trying to do anything other than those things, it's pretty tough. But I mean, I didn't know too much about it. BT's left. Hopefully, it's good for the fans to tune in.
But Stevie, do you think a match of the day highlight show would be good? So if you miss a fight on a Saturday night, the 7 hours of fight, maybe on a Sunday night on this new channel, you have maybe an hour-long show showing you all the best bits for the fights. It'd be a much easier way to keep up.
It'd be pretty cool, actually. It's kind of like what happens now, but just scattered all over Facebook.
Yeah.
I get what you mean.
Yeah.
Better, that would be pretty
Imagine having Dan Hardy and John Gooden doing an hour-long show and going through each of the fights and breaking it down. It'd be really good.
Sounds good to me, definitely.
It would be good.
So I'm guessing that'll probably mean that. Are you aware of the fights this weekend, Stevie? There's the UFC card with the 2 belts on the line. DJ's fighting Henry Cejudo, and Cody Garbrandt and TJ Dillashaw are also fighting for the bantamweight belt. But I don't know if those are on your radar then.
Aye. I mean, I kind of I follow it and that, and But to be honest, because I'm in the UK and half the time it's on at absolute mental times, and then on a Sunday I train Sunday morning. Well, so I leave for training Sunday morning, so I kind of get away with staying up all hours of the morning Saturday night watching fights. So I just tend to usually watch it. I used to get up early, watch it in the morning, then go and train. But even that's a hassle now. So I just usually watch the clips on Facebook, see what's happened.
Do you think see if Stevie, see if there was a bigger show putting on fights at a reasonable time, like Cage Warriors on that day, but it was regular. You think you would watch it more? Like say shows starting at maybe 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and not starting at like 1 in the morning.
Aye, on a Saturday, aye, yep. Aye, definitely. But again, it just depends. I feel like I've no time for squeezing anything else in my life. Through the week, every night I train. I coach or train. Every day during the day I train or coach. Most of the time training during the day, and then like Saturday, I usually spend it with the kids, or I'll either be spending it with the kids, or if the kids are away, I'll usually spend it with my missus. So I'm sure if I choose the one day that I'm not training or coaching to sit and watch fights, she wouldn't be very happy.
Stevie says if anything big happens, it always appears on Facebook. There'll be a video or a clip that goes viral and you see it anyway. So it's quite easy a sport to catch up with it without actually watching the events live as well.
Yeah, it would be good if we kind of highlight show showing up the stuff though and speaking about it. And it'd be good for the folk that haven't got much time to kind of get a wee recap. Keep up to date with it all.
So have you got a pick for DJ and Pseudo and TJ and Garbrandt?
It's a tough one. Obviously anybody could take it, but I reckon Cody might get the win this time. I reckon he'll be hungry after getting caught the last time. I think Cody might win his belt back off TJ. And then the same way, it's hard to look past Johnson, but I think if Sejudo or whatever you call him, he uses his wrestling and uses what he's best at, and learn to the last fight, because he's already been beat by Mighty Mouse, hasn't he? So.
Stevie, do you think Cody's learned his lesson for the last fight? You think he'd be a bit more patient, knowing that TJ could possibly do what he done in the last fight? I think he might be a bit more patient and try and pick him off. And if he does catch him, he'll just go steaming in.
He's obviously going to look at things that he's done wrong for the first fight, and then if that's what it was, I couldn't tell you, because like I said, I didn't watch much fights. I've not even seen that first fight. I know TJ won, but I couldn't even tell you how he won. But I'm sure he's going to learn for his mistakes and come back better.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, he was knocked down in the first round and he was saved by the bell, and then he caught him in the second round, Cody in the second round, and finished it. So I think it's a 50-50 fight as well. Really excited. I think it pretty much will be the same way, and it'll just be ever who gets to finish at the right time, and hopefully the bell won't interrupt it this time. So I think it's that anyone could win this fight. As for Mighty Mouse, I want to see Mighty Mouse step up a level, step up a weight class, and prove he's a GOAT by stepping up a level and challenging for the belt. That's what I'd love to see, because I think that is no challenges left for him in that division whatsoever, nothing at all. He's just too good, and I'd love to see him step up and push himself and challenge himself, come out of his comfort zone.
What about you, James? Have you got a pick for
why they've got the two of them fighting in the same card? That'll be why the two of them are fighting in the same card. Because I reckon it's the winner of Cejudo, DJ fights the winner of TJ and Garbrandt. To be honest with you, pick wise, I don't see the results changing. I think DJ, I just don't see anybody at 125 beating him. I just think he's that good. And the TJ Cody fight, I think it's a TJ's got probably more ways to win. I think he's more well rounded. and he's obviously shown he's got power in his hands as well, because that's how he put Cody down and finished him. So that one's a closer fight than the DJ Cejudo fight, I think, anyway. But I've got a funny feeling it's going to be set up for TJ to win, DJ to win, and then they'll make that fight after it. That's what I think, anyway.
Yeah, I thought the rubber match, the kind of, well, it was an immediate rematch basically granted to Cody, even though there has been several months past. I always think that's a risky maneuver, because you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself to grow as a fighter in that time period, to make sure that you actually make the changes that you need to succeed. But I think it's also that Cody perhaps thought that he was a lesser version of himself. I've seen him talking about how like he didn't feel he was at full health, and he took the fight because he needed to pay his mortgage or something like that. But you know, I would hope that I hope he feels as confident as he needs to be for this, because it's got a lot of potential to be an amazing fight. And I agree with the DJ and Cejudo pick as well, because again, I can't see how Cejudo's managed to make enough of an improvement in those 2 years. Unless you would suggest that their first fight was kind of just a fluke for DJ, which I don't think it was. It looked just like a complete different skill level. So definitely going to be interesting to see how they pan out.
But did you say a fight's a fight? You've always got that puncher's chance.
Oh, exactly.
You never know. Anything can happen in the cage, which is a good thing as well. Anything.
Yeah, we never know.
When you're talking about Cejudo making improvements, I mean, I would say DJ seems to improve every fight. I mean, look at his fights after Cejudo. I think it's 2 defences. Look at the finishes. I think both armbars. The last one, obviously, it was probably the best armbar you'll ever seen in MMA. The way he done it was insane. So I think actually, if anything, I think there's a DJ's probably made more improvements than Cejudo. I think at 125, I just think DJ's a level above Cejudo at this time anyway.
Yeah, definitely agree with that. It's it'll be. I'm excited. I'm excited to see how it's going to go down. We've also, I've heard, talking about rumours earlier, there's been a couple of rumours floating about Mr. McGregor making a return and fighting Khabib. I know. I think I know exactly what Peter might have to say about this, but
me, fuck that fight. I don't care. No,
that was it. That was what was.
They were always going to make this fight, and obviously with all this shit that's went on, and it's just great build up. You're going to make there's going to be some very cool promo videos coming out about the build up to this fight. Obviously, it's going to be the big money fight. People tipping it to sell 2 million. Looks like it's going to be in Las Vegas. I've been told they're 80% complete on the deal, and it's just the fine small print they're going to do. It wouldn't surprise me if they make it official. What's that, James?
Are they aiming for around about November time?
Yeah, for Las Vegas. It's definitely going to Las Vegas. New York's too soon. Yeah, they reckon it'll do 2 million buys. It's probably a good thing that BT still have it, so we don't need to pay 30, 40, 50 quid for it. An illegal stream and that'll just buffer like fucking be a nightmare to watch. As I say, it's a big fight to watch. Going on recent, Connor's no fought in the cage for 2 years. Then you got Khabib, who is a bit wild, gases. Obviously, it's going to be, to me, it's a 50-50 fight. Connor's got the power to knock him out. He can catch him on the way in. He's got the skill, the movement to do that, like what he done to Josie. Khabib's got the skill to take him down and ground and pound him out. It's just going to be, it is just going to be the biggest fight ever. And it's going to be, I'll just hope they stack the whole card as well. So.
Yeah, Stevie, if that does go down in... Sorry, James, after you.
Sorry. They were saying about November time they were trying to make it for him. Stevie, I know you were talking about being maybe matched again at November. How much would you like to go on that card with him if you could?
Is that me?
Aye.
I'm just dying to get on any card, man. Any card. But that'd be pretty cool to get on a card like that. Aye, definitely. Just that, sorry. I'm trying to multitask here, playing Fortnite at the same time.
You're not playing Paul McBain, are you?
Nah, I've not got. I don't think he's added me yet. He said he was gonna add me. Well,
He's shite. He's shite anyway. Fuck him.
You should live stream that. You should definitely live stream a. Can you do? In fact, can you do 1v1s in Fortnite? I don't think you can, but.
Nah.
No, you can't. You can get team games and all that. You can get 50v50 and all that.
I get a wee team each, man. That'd be quality. Live stream
Am
it.
I the only kid that doesn't play Fortnite?
That would be amazing to get on the undercard with that. I'm just what I got on any card. I'm hoping someone gets me matched up ASAP. I've been staying away for a while now, so I'm ready to get matched up.
You can just imagine the atmosphere for a Conor versus Khabib card. Because usually most cards the seats are empty for the Fight Pass prelims, but just got a feeling that would be filled up quite early and it'd be a great atmosphere for the most of the night.
I like being on early as well, so get on early, get the win, and then be able to enjoy the night and watch one of the biggest fights in history. So definitely that'll be cool.
Stevie, when you're on a card like that and you win your prelim fight, where do you get back in the arena? Do they let you near the cage, or do you get a good seat?
Nah, you're not allowed to go into the arena.
So you have to stay backstage?
You have to stay backstage and you have to stay in, pretty much backstage at the green room, usually you go to. Which is pretty cool though, they've got TVs and all that hooked up for you to watch the fights. All the fighters go back there and there's usually like a big huge spread on all good food, ice cream, sweets, cakes, steak.
Sounds good.
That's why Tom Hefferman does media for UFC events. He just does it for the spread.
That's where I'm usually sitting anyway.
That's what he done at ACB. He was meant to be sitting beside me, Kay's side, and he disappeared for the whole night. And I goes, "Where were you?" He goes, "I'm backstage with beer juice stuffing my face with cakes."
Tom Hefferman ate that much. The ACB have now got money problems.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was something to bring up. ACB have had to cancel. Is that 2 events? I think they've cancelled 2 events, or have they just said that they're not doing any more this year?
No,
three shows plus London. That was 4 shows they cancelled. They've got 2 more events this year, and that's it. And then they're restructuring. So obviously they were spending a lot of money. They weren't selling a lot of tickets, so something had to go at some point. I hope a lot of people are saying, "Oh, that's rubbish. ACB suck," and all that. But I think it's a bad thing for MMA, and hopefully they'll get back on their feet because they put on a lot of good fights. If you look at the Robert Whiteford fight, that to me was the domestic fight of the year. The build-up for that one, they just didn't sell a lot of tickets, but that annoys me that fights like that, a lot of people don't show up. Because that was a great fight and a great build-up and all that.
Yeah, it's a shame because ACB do have a number of talented guys that are definitely worth watching. So, and obviously, even with the promotions losing out on those events, those fighters perhaps aren't going to get to fight for another who knows how long. Because if they're particularly contracted to ACB, I doubt they'll be allowed to fight anywhere else.
But you imagine the money they're spending to sign Brad Pickett for his comeback. You got Frank Mir commentating. I think he was signed up to. They said he was Bellator would allow him to have 1 fight on ACB as well. I thought they might put him on the London card, so they must be paying for that. You got Brian Lacey, who's a great commentator, but they fly him everywhere to commentate. That must cost a few quid. When they came up to Scotland, they had a few money issues. They ended up paying most of the fighters. But I have heard I know they didn't pay all the media. They promised stuff for competitions. And they didn't.
We're being attacked.
Yeah, I mean, a cat. That's brilliant. Right, no, so they were meant to give stuff away for competitions, and the media didn't get that prizes and all that, which was legal obligations as well. But yeah, no, so that pissed a few people off in Scotland. So, but overall, they do a good job and all that. Some of the people involved at ACB Glasgow are no longer with ACB, which is a good thing. I think they're going to have to stream and cut back on a few things as well. So, but they pay better money than Cage Warriors, so that might not help them. That's how they get some of the fighters they've got. So, but they just don't sell tickets.
Yeah, it's a weird one. I think it seems to be an issue, and some of the smaller shows are actually getting feet through the door, and I still don't understand why. It's just, unfortunately one of these things at the moment, I guess.
I'm guessing Stevie's holding right again.
Yeah, I'm just seeing we seem to be losing everybody again. I don't know if we're just going through a bit of a wave.
I'm here. I'm audio only.
What?
Yeah, you seem to be falling into the void a wee bit there.
Got me?
Frankie Anderson, October the 6th in Las Vegas is the Conor Khabib. No, November.
That's quite soon actually. So yeah.
Tom, what's his face of the Daily Ranger says TJ will win. Just reading the comments on YouTube.
Yeah, I would agree. I do think it's TJ's, but you never know. Like you said, you never know.
Yeah. He needs to weather the storm, doesn't he? He needs to weather a bit, and because you know, Cody's and he comes swinging. I don't think Cody's learned his lesson, but I think if Cody catches him and the bell's not going to be there, then he will. Yeah. That's what I'm saying there. And Cody's already said when he beats him, he'll give him a rematch. So that might leave Mighty Mouse out in the cold for another fight. I don't know if Mighty Mouse wants to step up, unless he's offered crazy money. I think Mighty Mouse has not done it yet. They wanted TJ to fight him and it didn't happen. I think he wants Conor McGregor money. But he's not going to get that because he doesn't sell Conor McGregor seats.
It's kind of a shame that Dominic Cruz isn't still in the title picture there, because I would have actually really liked to see DJ step up and beat him. At least to give the kind of match for that, you know.
Cody said he'd fight him again once he does the trilogy. But
it'd be a very interesting fight, that, because you know Cody's got that hands heavy style, and you know I don't know how I can't actually think of anyone that we've seen with that particular style that DJ's had to fight already. I mean, the best fight he got, in my opinion, was against Horiguchi, and he basically went 5 rounds against Horiguchi and mainly finished him with that armbar.
I think this card won't sell well either, because I think a lot of people think this is a fake kind of argument as well. I think it was serious at the start, but if you look at that last press conference, they thought the cameras went off and Cody went right over to TJ. And what did they do? They shook his hands and gave him a cuddle. Right after we're arguing it, so it all leaked over. I noticed it straight away, and this is fake.
That's
fake.
Well, they've been trying to make money out of it. Oh, I don't know if I've. Are we back? I think we've just lost everybody there for a little second. I'm not sure if it's just me that's dropped out or if everybody's dropped out there. Yeah, I think everyone dropped out. We'll give everyone a couple of seconds to pull back in here. Oh, I think. Oh, Peter, is that you?
Oh, yeah.
There we go. I don't know what happened there. I seem to just totally dropped out. I don't know if it's perhaps my internet that's dropping out, but you there?
You're slowing down. Yeah, you're going very, very slow.
That's unfortunate.
Oh, that's you back a bit now.
How about now?
Yeah, you're fine again.
Cool. Well, actually, that's a bit disappointing, but I think we've actually covered just about everything we were going to talk about this evening. I don't know if
it's been a comedy of errors with people dropping out and coming in. I knew it was a bad idea for James to possibly host tonight.
I think, yeah, the internet gremlins have been against us tonight, unfortunately. Yeah. I'm not sure if Stevie or James can hear us just now, but obviously, thanks very much to Stephen Ray for coming on this evening. And
thanks to James for sitting there with the logo, because that's all he was good for tonight.
I hope he had a couple of good whiskies and got his room service that he was still waiting for.
Yeah,
and obviously, thanks to yourself, Peter, as well for getting this all together.
And just an update: Aberdeen are getting pumped now.
Oh, really? What's the score? Is it penalties?
It's 3-1 in extra time. Yeah.
Gutted, mate.
Nightmare.
Well, and obviously you can follow MMA UK on it's at We Are MMA UK on Twitter, and we're on Facebook as well. Obviously, just through the official
Facebook's just MMA UK or Mixed Martial Arts United Kingdom or whatever the fuck it is.
And you can follow me on Twitter. Finally, it's at Meatbag, and that's with 4 E's. If you really particularly want to hear me say
why 4 E's?
Because well, I tried with 1 E and it was taken. I tried with 2 E's, it was taken, and then I just kind of jumped the gun a wee bit and went for 4, and it worked. So well, that's what happened.
I'm going to check. If 3 E's are taken, you'll be gutted if it's no.
Oh no, I'll need. Well, I could just take that and start all over again, I guess. But yeah, it's been good talking to everybody, and obviously we'll see you again next week.
Cheers, Cameron, mate.
Thanks again. Adios.